Hello. Tonight's story's called Voices in the Park. The first voice. It was time to take Victoria, our pedigree Labrador, and Charles, our son, for a walk. When we arrived at the park, I let Victoria off her lead. Immediately, some scruffy mongrel appeared and started to bother her. I shooed it off, but the horrible thing chased her all over the park. I ordered it to go away, but it took no notice of me whatsoever. "Sit," I said to Charles. "Here." I was just planning what we should have to eat that evening when I saw Charles had disappeared. "Oh dear, where has he gone? You get some frightful types in the park these days." I called his name for what seemed like an age, and then I saw him talking to a very rough-looking child. "Charles, come here at once," I said, "and come here, please, Victoria." We walked home in silence. The second voice. I needed to get out of the house, so me and Smudge took the dog to the park. He loves it there, and I wish I had half the energy that he's got. I wish I had lots of energy too. I settled on the bench and looked through the paper for a job. I know it was a waste of time really, but you've got to have a bit of hope, haven't you? And then it was time to go. Smudge cheered me up. She chatted happily to me all the way home. The third voice. I was at home on my own again. It was so boring, and then Mummy said that it was time for our walk. There was a very friendly dog in the park, and Victoria was having a great time. I wished I was. "Do you want to come on the slide?" a voice asked, and it was a girl, unfortunately. But I went anyway. She was brilliant on the slide. She went really fast, and I was amazed. The two dogs raced around like old friends, and the girl took off her coat and swung on the climbing frame, so I did the same. I was good at climbing trees, so I showed her how to do it, and she told me her name was Smudge. Funny name, I know, but she's quite nice. And then Mummy caught us talking together, so I had to go home. Maybe Smudge will be there next time. The fourth voice. Dad had been really fed up, so I was pleased when he said we could take Albert to the park. Albert's always in such a hurry to be let off his lead. He went straight up to this lovely dog and sniffed its bum. He always does that. Of course, the other dog didn't mind, but its owner was really angry. The silly twit. I was talking to this boy. I thought he was a bit of a wimp at first, but he's okay. We played on the seesaw, and he didn't have very much to say, but later on he was a bit more friendly. We both burst out laughing when we saw Albert having a swim, and then we played on the bandstand, and I felt really, really happy. Charlie picked a flower and gave it to me, and then his mum called him and he had to go, and he looked quite sad. He does look sad. When I got home, I put the flower in some water, and Dad made a nice cup of tea. Voices. We hear so many voices every day, and all our voices cross over. So you'll be talking to somebody who's got a story, and they'll be talking to somebody who's got a story, and they'll talk to someone with a story, so all the stories get muddled up. Night, night. No more talking. See you tomorrow.